Hello, beautiful souls. It's Emily with Twins in Union, and I hope that everyone is doing well with their start to 2018. I want to start by saying a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of my longtime subscribers for sticking it out with me on this twin flame journey. And thank you to all of you, as always, for your lovely, wonderful, inspiring, kind comments. It just really brightens my day to hear from you guys. And then, you know, especially thank you to all of you who have booked readings with me and coaching sessions with me and order channeled paintings from me. I just so appreciate your presence in my life, and I'm so honored to support you. And for those of you who have been thinking about getting a reading, I do still have my New Year's special going on, and I will put all of those special rates and links in the description box below if you want to check those out. So I'm here today with another full union spread for this new moon in Capricorn that we have going on. And I'm excited about this new moon in Capricorn. It's the first new moon of 2018. And, you know, the energies up until now, I feel like we have really been still releasing a lot from our past, not only from 2017, but clearing up past life stuff, clearing up childhood stuff, clearing up just stuff, you know, in our connection, family stuff. Like, I don't know, just a lot of, for me anyway, a lot of emotional releases and a lot of emotional ups and downs and just external things, you know, things that don't even have anything to do with my twin flame connection that are coming up and bringing up emotions to come up for healing. And so, you know, if you have been experiencing some of this, just know that we are collectively going through a time of a lot of clearing and a lot of purification. And, you know, we've had these big portals in January as well. The 1/1 portal on the 1st, and then the 1/11 portal that we just had. And, you know, that brought up a lot of clearing and a lot of healing. So it's been pretty intense. And I feel like this new moon in Capricorn is going to really kind of allow us to pause and recharge our batteries and start to get this feeling of renewal that will really provide us with a lot of strength and a lot of forward movement and a lot of action, and starting to really, you know, move forward in this new beginning after a lot of this clearing that we've done. So, you know, I feel like this is going to be a really positive new moon, and it's at the 26 degrees, which adds up to 8. And so 8 is also a number of power and strength and leadership and forward movement and action. And, you know, it's about planning and wanting to build something in the physical world. Capricorn is an earth sign, and, you know, it's that image of like the mountain goat that climbs to the top of the mountain, and so it's very stoic and determined. So I think, you know, with that number 8 energy and the energy of the Capricorn new moon, it's just going to really give us a nice strong push forward, and it's really coming through in the energies coming out in the reading here too. And then the other really beautiful thing about this new moon is we have Venus in Capricorn as well. And Venus is a sign of love and beauty and the goddess Aphrodite. And so it's not only just about, you know, taking action, you know, towards things that you want to build and long-range planning and things like that, but it's, with this planet of Venus, it's taking action towards what you love. And really stopping and asking yourself, you know, what do I love? Who do I love? what is meaningful and important to me? What do I care about, and how do I want to take action and move forward in a powerful way towards what's meaningful, towards what I love, towards what I care about, and what kind of a difference can I make, you know, by taking action towards what I love. And so it's, you know, going to be some really powerful contemplation and reflection, and a time of planning and preparing for really powerful movement forward. So yeah, I just think, you know, like I said, that energies have been challenging. So if it's been a rough start to the new year, you know, you're not alone. And I did a 2018 forecast on my blog. So if you want more in-depth guidance and a sneak preview at the energies and the numerology for 2018, for the Divine Masculine and for the Divine Feminine, that is a great blog post to check out, and I will link that below. And oh, and then on my Facebook page too, I just posted an energy update for January, sharing some of what I have been experiencing and what I've been sensing for the collective, just as far as all of this clearing and healing and transmuting, and you know, how that's playing out in our connection and in our unions. And so anyway, if you want to, you know, check out my Facebook page or check out my blog, I have a lot more in-depth information on the energies there. And so for today and for now, I'm going to focus on the cards, and we will take a closer look at this new moon. And so this reading is looking at the energies for this new moon in Capricorn, and then leading up to the next full moon, which is on January 31st, and that is going to be a super full moon, and it's an eclipse. And it's, I think they refer to that moon as the blood moon, so it's like, it's also a blue moon. That was the other piece. So it's like a super full blue blood moon. So it's going to be a really powerful time. And so this reading is looking at, you know, this new moon where, you know, we're taking that pause, we're recharging our batteries for this forward movement and action, and we're, you know, planting these seeds at the new moon. And then as the moon begins to wax and get larger, then, you know, we will start to be manifesting, you know, these energies will start to play out. So anyway, so this reading is looking at these next couple of weeks here, and it's a great reading. I really see a lot of this new moon and Capricorn energy coming through. So so with that being said, I will turn the camera towards the cards and we can dive in. Alright, so I've got quite a large spread laid out here, and as always, I've got these energy cards here. These are from the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. I've got clarifying cards on the outer edges here, and those are from the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue. At the end, I will be doing a oracle card to just wrap up the reading, and that is from the Wisdom of the Golden Path from Tony Carmine Salerno. And then I like to do a romance message as well, and I'm using this Divine Love Letters book, which is available on Amazon. There are 3 different volumes out now. This is volume 1 that I'm using today. It's just a really great book full of love letters from twin flames to twin flames, and it really is like an oracle, and it can help keep your vibration high. I just really love it. So I'm going to include a romance message from that. And let's see, I think that I'm going to start with some of these underlying energies from the bottom of the deck. Really quick here. We have Archangel Raphael with us today. He is the Archangel of the heart and healing. So I feel like an underlying energy for the next couple of weeks is going to be a lot of heart healing for the whole Twin Flame Collective, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And you know, Archangel Raphael is a wonderful archangel to call upon if you feel like you need heart healing. This is the 4th chakra, so we see this beautiful soft green and pink energy here representing that heart chakra energy. So beautiful underlying energy here. And then for this Angel Tarot deck, the bottom of the deck is 8 of Earth. And it says, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So this is like the 8 of Pentacles, and this is a very Capricorn card, because Capricorn is all about hard work, rolling up your sleeves, getting down to work, you know, and whether that means, you know, expanding your mission, stepping into your mission, exploring your life purpose, starting to do more networking, going after a promotion at your current job, you know, starting to plan for that dream business that you've always wanted to do. You know, maybe it is about studying and going back to school to learn a new skill. These are all, you know, this hardworking Capricorn kind of energies coming out as an underlying energy here. So, okay, so I have the Divine Masculine on this side, and I have the Divine Feminine on this side. And I'm going to start over here with the Divine Masculine. And so I asked, what is the Divine Masculine thinking about in regard to his twin flame connection and his beloved? And so the card that came up is called Happy Family. So this is just a really beautiful card to see in the Divine Masculine's mental space. This is a card of joy and celebration and coming together and emotional and spiritual fulfillment. And we see this, you know, beautiful family, and they're on the beach, you know, this water here of the ocean, all of this emotional fulfillment. So the Divine Masculine is really thinking about this connection in a way that is, you know, thinking about joy, thinking about fulfillment, thinking about coming together, thinking about integrating a family. If you have kids or your twin has kids, maybe it's just the two of you coming together, and maybe you're going to get a dog, you know, but he's thinking about, you know, this future. He's thinking about dreams. He's thinking about desires. He's thinking about creating something new. He's thinking about his fulfilling his heart's desires. And this is really beautiful energy to see in the Divine Masculine's mental space after so many readings of seeing really challenging thoughts going on, where he was really, you know, battling those inner demons, inner dragons in his mental space, challenging old belief patterns, and he's really come a long way, you know, since this summer. And it's just really beautiful energy to see here. And this is a number 4. So again, that corresponds to that 4th chakra energy, the energy of the heart, and also the energy of the earth plane, the physical. And so he's thinking about manifesting this joy and this beauty and this happy family and this rainbow kind of life, and bringing that into his physical reality. And the clarifying card that came with this is the Ace of Air. And it says, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. And this, if I'm not mistaken, was the exact same clarifying card in the Divine Masculine's mental space for the last reading I did for the full moon in Cancer. So the Divine Masculine is really getting a lot of mental clarity. He's really been opening up to his intuition. He's really been receiving a lot of divine guidance and, downloads, and, it's just becoming crystal clear to him that this is what he wants, is this happy family, this rainbow, the heart's desires, this joy, this fulfillment. And, he's thinking about this new beginning. Even if it is a challenging beginning, he's seeing how beautiful this is, and that it's worth taking the risk. It's worth the challenge, and the challenge is part of what makes it, fulfilling and enriching, and it's that divine connection that's based on personal growth and ascension and evolving and learning, and that's what comes out of the challenges. And it says seeing the truth of a situation, and I think the Divine Masculine has really struggled with a lot of mental illusions. In his thinking, he's had trouble discerning and being able to see people's clear intentions and people's motives and people's agendas, and he has been cut off from his intuition for so long that that was difficult for him to have clarity. But now his intuition, his 6th chakra and his 7th chakra have really been opening up, and that connection with his higher self is strengthening, and he's able to now see through the illusions, cut through the illusions that were blinding him before from the beauty and the truth of this connection, this twin flame connection. And now he's able to see it more clearly, and he's seeing this beautiful happy family. So this is just really, really beautiful energy for the Divine Masculine's mental space. Yeah, he's come a long way, so good job, Divine Masculine. If you're watching this, you've really done a lot of healing here, and this is really beautiful. Okay, what is the Divine Masculine feeling in his heart regarding this twin flame connection and his beloved? And we have Goddess of the Moon, which this is so perfect and so beautiful for this new moon in Capricorn. He is, much more balanced with his feminine side, and like I was saying, he is, opening up to his intuition. It's like it's, filtering down through his mental space, and now it's entering into his heart space. And, we see this beautiful goddess, and she's reaching up for the light of the moon, and I just feel like the Divine Masculine is feeling that intuitive guidance. He's feeling that light up in his heart. Like I was saying, this is really beautiful progress for the Divine Masculine, because his heart was so shut down and his intuition was so shut down for so long because of all of these limiting thought patterns and limiting beliefs and conditioning, and all of the dysfunctional Divine Masculine template that he was under. And he's done a lot of clearing and a lot of healing, and now he's really receptive, and he's really able to receive and connect with and touch this intuition in his heart. So this is just like an energy of really going within and really seeking the truth and really finding the light in the shadows. And she has this beautiful waterfall flowing behind her, so there's, you know, an energy of emotion here, which is also really beautiful for the divine masculine to be feeling emotion in his heart. There may be some shadow and some fear here as well. This card can also relate to the shadow and illusions and fears. So, you know, it's possible that he's confronting and contemplating and going within and really looking at some of these darker aspects and some of these fears that are still in his heart. I think it's more fears of, you know, will I be accepted or will I be rejected? It's not so much fears of being afraid to give his love anymore, or being afraid to open up anymore. I feel like he's made a lot of progress with that, and he's ready to really open up his heart and share, but the fear is, will I be rejected or will I be accepted if I am vulnerable, if I open up, if I reveal myself? Because for so long this part of him has been hidden, and he's had trouble opening up and sharing and being vulnerable. And this is a number 52, and 5 is a number that relates to change and transformation and also freedom, and then 2 corresponds to this divine partnership. So, you know, this is bringing that change and transformation into his heart, looking at these fears and transforming those fears, overcoming those fears in order to achieve this sense of freedom in his heart, that will then impact this, you know, divine connection. And when we add up the 5 and the 2, we get a 7, which corresponds to the spiritual path. So this is part of the healing that he is doing, you know, as part of his mission as a twin flame, as part of his agreement to do this healing work. So he's on the right path here. And the clarifying card that came up with this is called Queen of Fire. This would be like the Queen of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. And so this, again, this is so beautiful. We have 2 feminine energies coming through in the divine masculine's heart space. So he's really been doing a lot of balancing his own inner feminine aspect within himself. And the Queen of Fire, she's warm, she's confident, she's intelligent, she's graceful, she's creative, you know, she's kind of sassy, but, you know, she's got that air of confidence about her where she knows what she wants and she goes after it, you know, and she's her own person, she does her own thing, and she's a free spirit. And for so long the divine masculine has felt like he hasn't been able to act on his heart's desires or be true to his heart's desires because, you know, his heart and his intuition were shut down, and he was, you know, trapped in a lot of societal conditioning. And, you know, now he's really in this new place where I feel his heart is just being infused with this new level of confidence within himself. And this is bringing about a feeling of like, yeah, I am my own person. I am making my own choices on how I want to live my life. I'm choosing to go after my heart's desires. And it says, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So again, that just goes back to what I was saying, where it's like the divine masculine is now able to, you know, he can cut through all of the crap. He can cut through all of the illusions. He can see the truth of the situations in his life and of this connection. And, you know, he's ready to stop listening to the external noises, what friends or family are saying, or you know, what societal expectations are, and he's really ready to be his own person, to step into his own confidence, to know his own worth, and to, you know, go after that. And again, this is just beautiful feminine energy that is really balancing within him right now. He's really ready to spread his wings and fly. And, you know, it's like that analogy of the butterfly. For so long, he was like, you know, this lost caterpillar that didn't know who it was or where it was going or if it was on the right path. And then he's kind of been in this cocoon for a while, you know, going through major transformation. And now he's in that place where he may have come out of the cocoon, but his wings are still soggy, and he's like doing the strengthening, he's exercising his wings, and he's getting ready to spread his wings and fly. And it's just really beautiful to witness this process and to see this happening for the Divine Masculine. Yeah. Okay, so then I asked what transformation is taking place for the Divine Masculine on a soul level during this time of this new moon in Capricorn. And so the card that came up is the Action card. And so this just really ties in with what I was just saying about how this new moon in Capricorn is about this powerful forward movement and taking action, and it's about, you know, with that Venus influence along with this Capricorn energy, you know, this is about asking those bigger questions of, you know, what do I love? What, you know, who do I want to be? What do I care about? How can I start moving forward in my life towards what I love and what I care about? And how can I start to manifest that and bring that to life? And so I feel like, you know, this card is really representing the Divine Masculine on a soul level, really starting to, you know, sit with these bigger questions. And maybe that's part of what he's really going within his heart and asking himself at this time is, you know, what do I really love? What do I care about? Who do I care about? Who do I want to be? What do I want to create? What do I want to build in my life? And how can I start powerfully moving forward and taking action towards that? And this is a number 17, which adds up to a number 8. And, you know, as I was saying, this new moon in Capricorn is at the 26th degree, which adds up to an 8. So, you know, that 8 is a number of action, it's a number of leadership, it's a number of power, it's a number of strength, it's a number of abundance. We see all of this beautiful green energy here as these horses are running through this field. So we see that, you know, that heart energy. And so this is, you know, this is really taking action from the heart, really moving forward towards your heart's desires. And this white horse is representing the Divine Masculine's soul, and then the black horse is representing more of like his physical body. And so his soul is really, you know, accelerating and ascending and moving forward at a very rapid pace here. We see this white horse, you know, he's moving so quickly, his head is plunged down and his legs are up off the grass. And then, you know, the black horse is you know, lagging behind a little bit because, you know, this is the physical, this is the soul, this is the physical, so the physical is more of that heavy, dense 3D energy. But eventually the soul and the body do integrate and they come together, and they are moving forward together. So yeah, and with the 17 there, we have that number 1, you know, that's that energy of the new beginning. So we have this new moon in Capricorn, and the new moon is that new energy that is being ushered in and will begin to manifest over the course of this next moon cycle. And then with that number 7, that's the spiritual path. So again, the divine masculine is taking action forward on his spiritual path, on this spiritual journey. And the other beautiful thing is, you know, he's taking action towards the divine feminine in the spread here. So, you know, some divine feminine may be receiving contact from their divine masculine in the physical. I do feel like a lot of divine masculines, you know, as they are thinking about this happy family, and they are taking this time to go within and really like contemplate things and ask these bigger questions and tap into their intuition, tap into their higher self, that, you know, they will be taking action in the physical for some. For others, this could be more on a soul level, and it might take more time for it to fully integrate into the physical. But regardless, there is going to be energetic forward movement and transformation taking place within the divine masculine soul. And there were a lot of clarifying cards that came up with this, and I feel like they kind of tell a little bit of a story here, or, you know, just kind of further back up and validate this action card. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll go ahead and I'll read these two. So we have the 8 of Fire and the 9 of Fire. And I feel like, I'm feeling like this 9 of Fire energy is wanting to kind of come first, where it's like kind of a completion with this number 9, where he is, you know, it says, don't give up, protect that which you have created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So for a lot of divine masculine, you know, they haven't felt worthy in some way, or they haven't had, you know, the confidence within themselves to feel worthy of this divine love, of this divine connection. And, you know, they've kind of put their guard up, but now they have been, I feel like they've just been infused with so much divine light, and they've just gone through so much transformation and so much healing and so much clearing and so much purification over the course of, like, I don't know, the last 4 to 6 months, that a lot of them are now in this place where they've worked so hard to arrive to this place of having this new confidence within them, where they're like, yeah, I'm worthy of this beautiful love. I'm worthy of having this happy family life. And, you know, they're really, like, not going to give up now. They're really determined, and you can see on this woman's face, there's just, like, this determined look in her eyes, where it's just like, you know, nothing's going to stop him now kind of energy. And, you know, the next clarifying card was 8 of Fire. And so again, this is another number 8, just like I was saying with this action card, you know, this, so we've got an 8 and an 8 here. So this is just like a doubly magnified energy of powerful forward movement, action, leadership, taking charge. It says events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening all at once. So again, I just feel like there's some kind of a completion that's happening here with this 9 of Fire, and then there's going to be this really swift forward movement and action taking place, and things are going to happen really fast. And then the third card is Major Arcana, and this is renewal. And it says, renew and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So I really feel like the Divine Masculine is, taking this time at the new moon, like I was saying, the new moon is a time to really pause. It's where the moon kind of like sits by the sun and just like hangs out and is gathering all this light from the sun and recharging itself. So I just get this sense that during this time of this new moon, the Divine Masculine is pausing, reflecting, looking within his heart, tapping into his intuition, connecting with his higher self, and he is, reevaluating and reviewing. And, January is such a big month for that, where we really think about 2017, we think about the year before, and then we think about the year ahead. It's one of those transitional culmination conversion points of the year. And so yeah, it's just kind of like this assessment, review energy, and then as the energies build up and progress and move forward, then things are going to really take off into this forward action, this forward movement. And this is a number 20, so that 2 corresponds with the divine partnership. And I believe in the traditional tarot deck, this renewal would be why can't I think? My mind just went blank. It's the one where it's like all of them are rising up from the dead. I think, is it Judgment? I think it's Judgment. Yes, Judgment. So it's going to be like, this time of really waking up on a new level, after taking this time to go within and really, getting clear on things and feeling this confidence and realizing, where he's been and where he wants to go, then it's going to lead to this fast, with these 8 8s, this fast forward movement in a very powerful, strong leadership type of a way. So, major soul transformation happening for the Divine Masculine here, which is beautiful. Okay, so then we have the Divine Feminine over here. And what is the Divine Feminine thinking regarding her twin flame connection and her beloved? And we have woman holding a coin. So, my first thought when I saw this was the Divine Feminine is really thinking a lot about her mission. She's thinking a lot about her work. She's thinking a lot about her abundance. She's wanting to get her financial life in order. She's wanting to get her physical world in order. That could be her health. Maybe she's wanting to, work on improving her diet and her nutritional regimen. Maybe she's wanting to get that exercise regimen underway. Maybe she's just, looking at her finances and looking at her mission and looking at her life purpose and really wanting to start to take action in the physical world on, building this stronger foundation for herself and her abundance and her physical well-being. I also just really am noticing all of the purple in this. It's almost like she's just been showered with this color purple here. And, the color purple corresponds to the divine and divinity and that 6th chakra and the 7th chakra. I just almost get this feeling of the divine feminine being showered with divine blessings of abundance that are coming to her. And this red too, this red chair that she's sitting in, you know, that red is passion. And so this is something that she feels very passionate about, and it is her twin flame connection that is supporting her in accessing this part of herself. She is this beautiful, powerful, divine, you know, feminine. And the divine masculine has always seen her as this beautiful, powerful divine feminine, and now the divine feminine is really tapping into, you know, her ability to create this amazing life for herself, and to really tap into her heart's desires to serve others and to take good care of her body and to nourish herself really well, and you know, to really be connected to the divine and to see herself as this beautiful divine feminine, you know, goddess. I mean, she's even got like purple eyeshadow and purple lipstick. She's just really got this divine, you know, and purple also corresponds to, the color purple corresponds to royalty. You know, so she's really stepping into her queen energy. She's not the damsel in distress anymore. She's not, you know, this lost emotional, you know, mess anymore. She's like getting her stuff together here. She's like really, you know, getting her physical life organized. She's creating a solid foundation for herself. She's really standing on her own 2 feet. And this is just really exciting to see here. And you know that she's got her little black cat here, her little furry companion, and he's like a little guide for her, like her intuition, or like a little animal totem, a little animal guide that's helping her find her way. Yeah, and she's doing all of this in a very grounded, very passionate, very heartfelt way. And the clarifying card that came up for this is the 6 of Air, and it says, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So I just feel like, you know, the divine feminine has really struggled a lot, you know, in general, as a collective. She has struggled with seeing her value and being really grounded in the physical world. You know, she has been very connected to her spiritual side, but she's struggled to feel grounded and solid and stable financially and physically in the world, whether it was like, you know, that she had health challenges, or she had financial challenges, or, you know, whatever was like out of balance in her physical world that was disempowering. She's now reclaiming that, and so she's really moving forward. You know, and air is about like thoughts and thinking, so I feel like, you know, her thought patterns around her health and work and money and finances and abundance, that's all starting to, there's a lot of clearing happening there, and it's really, things are starting to move forward. And, you know, this is a 42, which adds up to a number 6. So, you know, 6 is that energy of creating that balanced giving and receiving, and that harmony and beauty, and, you know, it's the energy of the lovers. And with the number 4, that is grounding that in the physical world, and then the number 2 is that divine love connection. So, you know, this twin flame connection is really assisting her in, you know, shifting into new thought patterns, new ways of thinking that are, you know, bringing in abundance, bringing in this really grounded, solid foundation in her life. Yeah. Really great to see that. There's just a lot of really high vibrational energy here, and I feel like as a collective we have all really moved into this new energy that's just really beautiful, really high vibrational. So for the Divine Feminine's heart space, what is she feeling in her heart? And we have Angel of Love. So the Divine Feminine, you know, she's really feeling, like when I look at this card, I just feel like again, it's like the Divine Feminine is really loving herself. You know, this card, when you look at it, she's facing away from the Divine Masculine here. And, you know, she still is holding space for him in her heart, but she's really, you know, taking physical action in her everyday life, in her real world, to create more space for herself and her heart. And, you know, by how you nourish yourself with food, by how you know, do pleasurable body movement, you know, if it's dancing or swimming or gymnastics or just walking in nature or physical therapy exercises or whatever, you know, ways in the physical world that she can nourish herself and love herself and appreciate herself and see herself as just this beautiful angel of love. You know, she's a light worker and she's here to, you know, hold this love for herself and then to share this love with the world and to share this love with her Divine Masculine. But she's really learning that in order to love others and to really shine her light, she needs to love herself first as well. And this is a number 49, so another number 4 here representing that heart energy, the self-love, and really grounding that into the physical world. And then with the number 9 is a number that also corresponds to the light worker. And, you know, really being that ray of light and being that conduit for this divine love. And just allowing that divine love to flow through her. So this is really, you know, beautiful progress for the Divine Feminine's heart space, because for so long, you know, the Divine Feminine was so focused on giving all of this love to her Divine Masculine and projecting all of this love to him all of the time and, you know, prioritizing him and, you know, being so focused on him. And it's not that that's not, it's a little out of balance, I guess is what I'm saying. It's like she still is holding this love for him in her heart, but now it's in a balanced way. And she's ready to receive love from him, you know, as well as give it. So this is, you know, really beautiful. And the clarifying card that came up is the Chariot with Archangel Metatron here. And it says, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So I just feel like it's, you know, that self-discipline and willpower and like an important achievement, you know, like I was saying, this self-love that the Divine Feminine is creating towards herself and for herself it's a beautiful achievement. It's a lot of healing, you know, that has brought her here, and a lot of this self-discipline to really manifest, you know, this abundance and this solid foundation for herself in the physical world. And this is really going to assist her in moving forward powerfully as well. And maybe she's moving forward in her mission, or maybe, you know, she's you know, going on that trip that she dreamed about, or maybe she's just, you know, getting that nutrition regimen or that exercise regimen in place. Whatever it is, like, it takes self-discipline and willpower to really, you know, nourish ourselves and take care of ourselves and love ourselves sometimes. I know for me personally, I have been working on going to bed earlier at night. And so I've had to work on disciplining myself and setting my alarm on my phone, and then when my alarm goes off at night, I have my bedtime alarm. So then it's like, okay, it's time to power down my electronics and it's time to get ready for bed. So yeah, so it doesn't have to necessarily be like something huge, but just these everyday little acts that we can do to love ourselves more and nourish ourselves more. Maybe it's, you know, getting that regular meditation practice going, or whatever, you know, you've been thinking about. Okay, and then what is the soul transformation taking place for the Divine Feminine? And we got the Storm Warning card. So, you know, this is, I guess if I had to pick a card in this deck that was like a tower energy, this would probably be it, but we need to remember that the tower isn't always like a huge, bad, negative thing. And with this storm warning, I don't necessarily feel, you know, heavy energy with this, but more of just like I was saying, we've really been like clearing a lot out of our past, and you know, it's like this purification process, and it can feel like, you know, a tornado coming through or a storm coming through, but after that storm comes through and washes everything away, it's like, you know, it's like a cleansing and a purification, and there's like this fresh new start, you know. And we can see these pillars here, and some of them are falling down. So, you know, the things that are not serving our highest good are not going to weather the storm. They're going to fall away. And what is true and what is strong and what is solid is going to remain standing after the storm passes. So yeah, over the next couple of weeks, you know, it might be like a storm kind of energy sweeping through. I feel like for me, this has already happened over the last couple of weeks, you know, and maybe that's part of what this message is. This is a number 10, and so it depends, you know, like energy is transitional, and so some of us in the collective experience the energies first, you know, like that kind of like those waves of, you know, some people feel it first and then it trickles over to other people. So anyway, if you have been in the storm, this could be the end of the storm for you. If you haven't felt this stormy energy come through, it might be coming through in the next couple of weeks. But the good news is it's a number 10, so this is an energy of completion and a new beginning. And the clarifying card for this was the 10 of air. So we have two 10s here. So on a soul level, the Divine Feminine is really going through a huge time of clearing and transmuting and purification, and it's all wrapping up. It's completing a cycle, and it's, you know, when we add up the 1 and the 0, we get a number 1. So it's like that conversion point where it's completing the end to something and then also moving into the new beginning of it. And so with this 10 of air, it says, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So, you know, I feel like the end of a difficult situation and embracing change and expecting things to get better, that really resonates. You know, it's been a really challenging time, you know. I would say even over like just, you know, most of 2017, and then, you know, these past couple of weeks in the new year, the energy has felt lighter in the new year, I feel, but, you know, just a lot of emotional ups and downs, that emotional roller coaster, and a lot of clearing. So, like I said, I feel like this is clearing out a lot of past stuff, And now we are preparing for this new beginning, you know, that is going to create, you know, as a storm passes through, it's going to create space for the new things to come in, for manifestation to happen. Yeah, so it's just that feeling of like an exhale after being through a long, challenging period, where you can just kind of have a good cry and exhale and just be like, oh my gosh, it's over, you know, like I made it through. And I asked for a card to just give us more clarification, like on this would be like the Ten of Swords, you know, on what it is that we are surrendering and letting go of and completing here. And it says, surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension that you have built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So I felt like that was really fitting. So this is really beautiful for the Divine Feminine, because, you know, it's been a challenging time, but we're letting go of the stress, we're exhaling, the difficulties are leaving us. We have the Six of Air here with forward movement towards better times, and we also have the Chariot here with forward movement. So again, like I was saying, with this Capricorn new moon, this is a lot of beautiful, powerful forward movement that's ushering in and going to like push us all forward. So if you have been struggling to kind of get things off the ground these last couple of weeks, you know, this new moon is really going to assist you and support you with feeling more forward movement. Okay, let's look at the energy for the union. We have walking away. So with this card, you know, don't panic, first of all, because I think a lot of people see this walking away and then they think, oh no, something bad about walking away in the connection. But really what this card is about is walking away from the energies that are no longer serving our highest good in order to move closer towards our connection. And if you look closely, you know, she's walking out of like this gated area and moving beyond the gate and towards this beautiful bright light that is shining. And there's two little white butterflies here representing, you know, both of the twins going through this change and this transformation and this purification with that color white. And she has this beautiful pink dress on, and pink is a combination of red and white, so it's a combination of that passion and that purification coming together. And I was really noticing, you know, they were showing me this, she has like a little jewel on her third eye. So I feel like, you know, both of the masculine and the feminine really are open to their intuition now, you know, and they are both moving forward from a place of listening to that intuition and moving towards, you know, their highest good, moving towards the light, moving towards that higher vibration, walking away from toxic situations, toxic people. It could be walking away from karmic partners. It could be walking away from, you know, just karmic people, maybe toxic family members that are, you know, dragging them down. You know, who knows? Maybe it's a bad work situation. It could be a variety of different things. Maybe it's just, you know, limiting thoughts and moving beyond the illusions. But whatever it is, this is a positive card that the union is now, you know, moving beyond these gates that kept them separated and locked and apart, and they are moving towards the light. And this is a 27, so the number 2 is that divine partnership, and then the number 7 is the spiritual path. So they are on, you know, their spiritual path. This is the right path for this divine partnership. And then the clarifying card was the Three of Fire. And it says, abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So again, this is another card that ties in perfectly with this new moon in Capricorn, because the new moon in Capricorn is that energy of making long-term plans, you know, and we're here in January. So this is really a good time to start to think about those long-term, long-range plans, whether it's, you know, 6 months, 1 year, the next couple years, a 5-year plan. But yeah, they are walking away from the things that are not serving them so that they can build something new together that is going to be a beautiful, expansive, creative, you know, long-term plan that they are working on building and creating together. Very optimistic, very beautiful energy here. And you know, it says have patience at this time. So when we are building these long-range plans, we have to remember to take the baby steps and break it down. You know, when you have a goal or a dream, it doesn't all happen overnight in one big step. You have to kind of break it down into the baby steps that lead up to the big thing over time. Yeah, so really positive energy here for the union. Okay, so let's do a romance message really quick here, and then we will wrap up with a couple of oracle cards. And I am going to grab a drink. So again, I am using the Divine Love Letters book. And if you want to get a copy, you can go onto Amazon and find it there. And so just as I am reading this, pretend that this is your beloved that is sharing this message to you as I read this. And I asked for a number from my Divine Masculine before I did the reading, and he said 39. And I was like, I think you just gave me 39 the other day. And he was like, it's 39. And I was like, okay. So I thought it was funny because we were kind of like telepathically bickering with each other. But I think this is going to tie in perfectly. So, okay. So letter 39. So this is what your beloved wants to say. That I love you. I love everything about you. I love that you make me understand and you wake me up to what love really is. Not the fairy tale love, but the true love. The real, timeless love that has lasted eons and binds us together forever. The love that I never anticipated finding or never knew existed. It's such a beautiful thing to find the essence of who I am. To find you. You are the one. To set me free, to bring me all the way back to purity and essence of our being. To bring me back to our oneness and the oneness of everything. I want you to know that I am in awe of you. I want you to know that I cannot wait to touch you again, feel you, stroke your hair, and put my hands on your face. Your face is like the face of an angel and is etched in my eyes and in my heart forever, longing for the day to come back together where we can be together again. Ah, yeah. That is a very beautiful message. I love that. I get so moved whenever I read these letters, and a lot of times it just makes me want to cry. So anyway, I hope that that helped activate your heart and raise your vibration. Okay, so we will wrap up with oracle messages. And the oracle for the Divine Masculine is Goddess of Oneness. And this ties in perfectly with the letter that I just read, because it was saying, you know, about the oneness. So, Goddess of Oneness. Someone is thinking of you this very moment and sending you their love, thoughts, and wishes. Everything we think and feel is broadcast like radio waves without us realizing it. Whether we intend to broadcast our feelings and thoughts does not matter. It happens automatically. Human consciousness is like the World Wide Web. We transmit and receive information through our natural impulses, thoughts, and feelings, and this information circulates forever on the World Wide Web of human consciousness. To put it plainly, our thoughts and feelings transcend both time and space and can be intuitively felt by others. All in life is energetically interconnected, but the strongest connection is between us and those we love and care for. You may be missing someone who is a long way away, or alternatively, you may be saddened by a loved one's passing. Through this card, someone wants to make their presence felt. They want you to know that they have not left you and will never leave you, for you are forever connected by invisible threads of love. No matter the distance or time will ever change that which is united in love. So, I feel like the Divine Masculines are just needing to know that their Divine Feminine is here holding space for them, and she's thinking of you, and she is holding this space in her heart for you. And just like I was saying, we have that gift of, you know, telepathic communication or heart communication if we go into our heart. And, you know, we have this beautiful divine connection that is an eternal bond that cannot be broken. So this is really beautiful, and it has these two white doves here representing the twin flames and being those divine partners and life partners and mates for life. Beautiful. Okay, and then for the Divine Feminine, she has Listen to Your Heart. And it says, butterflies and ladybirds bring good fortune. They signify the deep transformation taking place in your life as your true nature emerges. You embark on a journey of self-discovery signified by the lizard. You will realize that you have much to offer the world just by being you. For within your heart there is a great love and wisdom. The kind of love and wisdom which have the power to transform all things. As you listen to and follow your heart, you have a positive effect on those around you also. Surround yourself with nature, for she embodies the healing power of love and will awaken the same power within you. Your spiritual awareness deepens, and all you experience in the coming months will have a magical effect on your life and those around you. Butterflies are a powerful symbol for you at the present moment, representative of the transformation that you are going through. From now on, take notice every time a butterfly flutters into your field of vision, for it is positive reinforcement that you are on the right track. And if you look closely, she has the little butterfly right here on her shoulder, and it mentioned a lizard, which I think she's maybe holding the lizard in her hand, and it's kind of hard to see, but she has like a little ladybug up in her hair too. But anyway, I just feel like that symbol of the butterfly that it was talking about, you know, I was talking about that for the Divine Masculine earlier too. It's like both of the twins are undergoing this powerful transformation, and, you know, she's undergoing the completion of something major that is just going to feel like this huge relief of pain and difficult situations and challenge and stress all coming to an end, and she's going to be moving forward. She's also spreading her wings and preparing to fly, and you know, moving through this transformation in a beautiful way. So yeah, this is, I just feel like a really powerful reading, and you know that both the masculine and the feminine are going through a lot, or have been going through a lot, but things are really going to, you know, shift and move forward. And, you know, and for some of you it could be that, you know, your Divine Masculine is going to take action towards you in the physical, and all of this heartache and stress and healing and transmuting and separation energy is going to come to an end. And it might feel like a whirlwind, you know, when that happens. So really, you know, ground yourself and nurture yourself, nourish yourself, focus on getting things in order in your physical world, with your physical health, with your finances. All of this is preparation, you know, for things to really start to come together for this forward movement. And I just feel like exciting things are coming for us here in 2018. And like I said, if you want to read my 2018 energy forecast, that's on my blog, and then I've got an energy update on my Facebook page. Or if you would like to order a reading, I have that New Year's special going through the month of January. And yeah, I just, like I said, I feel like we're doing amazing work here. So, you know, just give yourself a pat on the back for all of your hard work, and know that things are going to start moving forward, and we're doing a great job. So, okay, with all of that, I am sending you my love, my blessings, and I'm wishing you lots of joy and beauty in 2018. All right, take care. Bye-bye.